Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. It's Wednesday the 9th of August 2017. Not loads going on, I'll be honest. Let's start with some positive stuff. Anthony Robinson on loan to Bolton Wanderers played the full 90 tonight for Bolton in their victory at Crewe and was apparently excellent. Really good news for the Blues. I think he played right back. He plays left back for the 23s, but he's gone out to Bolton. Was sub at the weekend for their opening game. They lost at home to Leeds, but he has played tonight and completed the full 90 and they won the game. So excellent to see the young lads who've gone out and known playing. Kieran Dowell played, I think it was 65 minutes last night for Nottingham Forest in their win. Joe Williams played for Barnsley in their 4-3 win. So it's good to see the lads getting out there and getting those games under the belt. Can only aid the development. This group of players, loads of promise, but need that game time, don't they, to try and develop. So fantastic that they're getting used, because we saw last year with the likes of what we've seen recently with Luke Garber going on, not really getting games, and we saw Brendan Galloway go to West Brom and get a couple of games. So it's good that these lads are getting the games and actually, fingers crossed, taking their opportunity when it comes along, because that's going to help us, it's going to help them. And also Matty Pennington at the weekend before, believe he was absolutely fantastic before he was forced off with an injury. So really, really good news to see our lads, our younger lads, doing well. Moving on to another good news story. A real good news story, because the 60 grand to Sligo charity wanted to raise £60,000, and Seamus Coleman has donated 8 grand. Or just under 8 grand to get them to that £60,000 mark. So, listen, Seamus Coleman, what a fantastic human being he is. For a footballer, such a down-to-earth fella. Great fella. Lovely man, isn't he? Family man. Doesn't seem to be any airs and graces with him. He's very, very friendly. If you'd ever see him, he would always say hello. Just a real nice footballer, and they get a lot of bad press, and to be honest, rightly so. All of this dabbing and working out stupid secret handshakes and arsing about in California and all of that bollocks that others type do, where Shamey just gets on with his job, doesn't he? Family man, wants to do well for Everton, and is lovely to everyone who he meets. But that's a fantastic gesture to get them to that £60,000. A lot of people aren't surprised, they've said, because that's the kind of fella he is, and what a lovely reputation to have in a time when modern day footballers are arseholes, really, aren't they? Well, a lot of them, not all. You can't start them all with that, but there's a lot knocking about who you wouldn't, Yeah, move on. Well done, Shamey. Hopefully he will be back soon in strengthening our team as well. Couple of transfer stories knocking out. Listen, Gylfi. We should have really done a Gylfi watch, shouldn't we? Just every day, rinse and repeat. And if we weren't a bit lazy, we could have just keep playing the clip from every day and just doing like one of those really clever ticker things where it goes up the days. But yeah, nothing has gone on with that at the moment. It's some reports yesterday it was off, then it was back on. Listen, they will be talking. I'll be very surprised if he doesn't become an Everton player. Too much water has gone under the bridge now. He wants to come here. He's told them he wants to come here. I don't think he's going to hand the transfer request in. I'm not advocating him refusing to train and all that shite, and I'm not, getting glad our ex-players aren't coming out and telling him to go on strike and everything else. But I think it will happen, but I think we're all a little bit bored with it now, aren't we? A player who's been linked with us is Thomas from Ireland at Barcelona, the ex-Arsenal defender. Now, he's played about 4 games in 4 years or something. It's not something I'm keen on. He was a fantastic player at Arsenal. Went to Barcelona, got injured almost immediately when he went to the new camp, didn't he? And it just hasn't worked for him, and it's gone from bad to worse. He's hardly kicked the ball for them in anger, and I can understand an attraction to him, but new Everton with new money and wanting to gate crash the top 4 and establish ourselves, it's not the kind of signing I want us to make. I think there's better out there. I think we should listen. Van Dijk, he's not going to come here, but why not ask the question? If not him, Koulibaly. If not him, Martinez. If not him, Hoyt. Lemos. there's lots of players. You know, the kid, I was going to say Mawson at Swansea then, but the way they are with Sigurdsson, swerve that one. But there's enough around who could come in and develop us. I don't think we need. You know, I think if we bring another one in, let's bring one in who's going to partner Keane. Let's just get that right now. Listen, Jags is great and I love him. Williams is a decent, solid defender, but why not just make that partnership now? You know, I look now and I just think I was dead against Harry Maguire, dead against him because I don't really rate him that much. But then you look at like Von Marlon and people like that, and I think 17 million we probably should have just bought him because he's a monster. I mean, he's not the greatest, but him and Keane would have been a strong partnership, wouldn't it? I don't know. I personally, I'd be swerving Thomas from Ireland. You know, no matter what. Another player I've been linked with is Linfield's Paul Smith, or Smythe. I think that's Smith, isn't it? The Belfast Telegraph reporting that Everton, Newcastle, Sunderland, Sheffield United, Birmingham keeping a close eye on the 19-year-old's progress. He scored 8 goals in 15 games for Linfield last season, so a winger. I'm quite sure he's going to go in. If he comes in, he would go into David Undred's under-23 side as well. But, you know, interesting one. We need higher profile wingers as well, really, don't we? Brahimi or Damari Gray would do us a job. Ross Barkley, being rumoured now that the fee will be around £25 million for him to leave the club. Tottenham, Chelsea, Manchester United, Manchester City, all chasing the Everton midfielder. It's quite sad that I'm still talking about it because I just don't want him to go. I still don't want him to go regardless of Gylfi Sigurdsson, regardless of other players, because I still think he could have done a good job in this side, you know, and with the players we've got as well. I think him and Klassen, Rooney, you know, he makes Everton better for me. Whether he's in the starting 11 or on the bench, I don't know. I think it's gone too far down the line anyway for a way back, but I just would have preferred an Everton side with Ross Barkley in it. But hey ho, let's get the money and let's move on. Brighton is showing, firming up their interest in Oumar Niasse as well, so we could see another couple of players leaving, which again, to me, only accelerates the need to bring in Sigurdsson, to bring in a centre forward, to bring in another defender, to bring in a winger, to bring in another keeper, because I still expect James McCarthy to go up the door and probably Aaron Lennon. So there will be gaps, but I think there will be more incomes. We've got 3 weeks left of the transfer window. The season obviously kicks off at the weekend, so things hotting up. One final thing, and this, I've just thought of it now because I've got to do mine. If you're the season ticket holder, you've got till tomorrow to get your Hadjuk split ticket. I need to get mine. There you go for that first leg. Let's smash them as well. Let's beat them 4-0 at home so we can go away and just chill. Get a nice 1-1 draw away and just go. We're in the group stages. It's all good. That's been the Everton News Daily. I've got about 8 minutes out of a day when there's hardly anything has happened. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you soon on Toffee TV.